There's one trade in America where the typical worker, not the star, not the owner, the middle of the pack, clears $110,000 a year. No degree, no student debt. You start at 18 and you get paid the entire time you learn it. And almost nobody applies because almost nobody knows it exists. Today, I'm going to show you the trades that actually pay six figures. And then I'm going to show you the part that matters way more than the list. Because here's what happens when you search this. You get a listicle, 10 trades, 10 salary numbers, no context. And those numbers are usually garbage. Somebody's average scraped off a job board, mixing a first-year apprentice in Arkansas with a 20-year journeyman in Seattle. So you pick a trade based on a fake number, spend 4 years earning it, and find out the real pay in your area is $30,000 less than you were promised. That's not a small mistake. That's your 20s. You deserve the actual federal data, and you deserve to know what actually moves the number, because it is not which trade you pick. Let's get into it. Every wage in this video comes from the Bureau of Labor Statistics, the government's own occupational wage survey. Most recent release. These are medians, which means the middle. Half the people in that job earn more. Half earn less. That's a far more honest number than an average, because averages get dragged around by a handful of top earners. No hype, just the data. Start at the top. Number 1, and it isn't close, elevator and escalator installers and repairers. Median wage, about $110,000. Top 10%. Just under $159,000. You get in through a 4-year union apprenticeship, and you earn the whole way through. Why does it pay like that? Because when an elevator fails 30 floors up, nobody's waiting until Monday. It's high stakes, heavily licensed, strongly unionized work. And the apprenticeships are genuinely competitive, with waiting lists. That's not a reason to skip it. That's exactly why the pay holds. Number 2, electrical power line installers, linemen. Median around $95,000. You're working high voltage, often in bad weather, often on emergency call, and the grid is being rebuilt and expanded across the country right now. Storm work and overtime push experienced linemen well past that number. Number 3, aircraft mechanics, right around $80,000, with FAA certification and no bachelor's required. Your takeaway: the top of this list isn't random. Every one of these is dangerous, heavily certified, or hard to get into. And that's the pattern. Barriers to entry are the pay. Coming up, the single stat that reframes this entire list. But before you go chase the elevator apprenticeship, here's the number that changes how you should read every list like this. Quick break. Then, let's go find them. Here it is. Out of every skilled trade in the country, exactly one pays 6 figures at the national median. 1. Elevator mechanic. That's it. Not electricians, not plumbers, not welders, not HVAC. Now read that carefully, because most people take it the wrong way. It doesn't mean 6 figures is rare in the trades. Plenty of electricians and plumbers clear 100,000. It means 6 figures isn't something the job title hands you. The national median for electricians sits in the low 60s. But the top earners in that exact same trade, same license, same work, are doing double. So the question was never, which trade pays the most? It's, what are those top earners doing that the median guy isn't? Because whatever that is, That's the actual skill. Your takeaway: picking the right trade is maybe a quarter of your income. The other 3/4 is what I'm about to show you. There are 3 levers, and stacking any 2 of them gets you to 6 figures in almost any trade. Lever 1, geography. This one's brutal. An electrician in Washington state earns a mean wage of about $88,000. Same license, same job. In Arkansas, around $49,800. That's a 78% gap for identical work. Same skill, same trade. Different zip code. Nothing you learn in 4 years of apprenticeship will move your pay like moving states will. Lever 2, specialization. General welding pays modestly. Pipeline welding, structural, underwater, different universe. Residential HVAC is one number. Commercial HVAC in hospitals and data centers is another entirely. Workers with niche certifications can earn 30 to 50% more than general practitioners in the same trade. The certification is often weeks of training. The raise is permanent. Lever 3, ownership. This is the biggest and the slowest. The tradesperson who stops being paid by the hour and starts running the jobs, hiring a crew, bidding work, owning the trucks, is playing a completely different game. That's where the trades quietly produce genuinely wealthy people, and it never shows up in a wage table, because business income isn't a wage. Your takeaway: geography, specialization, ownership. Pick 2, and the trade you chose matters a lot less than you think. Coming up, the honest catch nobody puts in these videos. Now let me argue against my own list, because you deserve the whole picture. These jobs pay what they pay for reasons. Elevator work is high stakes and physical. Linemen work energized circuits in storms. Underwater welding pays 6 figures and has a genuinely serious safety profile. Across the board, you're trading your body for that number. That's a real cost, and it's the one thing a wage table will never show you. It's also why I keep saying disability coverage and a plan for getting off the tools matter more in the trades than anywhere else. Second catch: the hardest to enter apprenticeships have waiting lists, and you may apply more than once. And third, that federal median is a national number. Your local market is the number that actually pays your rent, and it can be wildly different. Your takeaway: the money is real, and so is the price. Go in with both eyes open. One last thing, because timing matters. As of early this year, the national average construction wage is running about $40.55 an hour. And 92% of construction firms report they're having trouble finding people. That's not a talking point. That's leverage. When 9 out of 10 employers can't fill their crews, wages go up, benefits improve, and you get to pick where you work. The workers entering right now are entering into the strongest bargaining position the trades have had in a long time. So here's the whole video in one line. There's exactly one trade that hands you 6 figures, and there are 3 levers that get you there in almost any other one. Geography, specialization, ownership. Pick your trade for the work you can stand doing for 30 years. Then use the levers to set the paycheck. Your one action this week: look up your trade in your state, not the national number. 10 minutes, and you'll know what you're actually walking into. And if you want to see how any of this stacks up against a 4-year degree, the calculator's still in the description. Free. Run your own numbers. Subscribe if you want the money math. Nobody hands the trades. Next up, The 3 certifications that pay for themselves the fastest. I'll see you there.